Hey, what's up? It's DJ. This is a very special weekend farm sim news. Technically, this is part 2 of yesterday's video that came out on Friday. There's just so much to talk about. Had to make 2 videos. So sit back and relax and let's check out everything else going on this week. Let's start off with a quick reminder. I'm going to be doing farm sim news more often. We're going to be starting off this next week on Monday, hopefully going to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Used to, we did it like 6 or 7 days a week. There's just not that much stuff coming out. So I'm going to try my best to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, especially with how much came out this week, and hopefully we'll be able to keep that going. At the very least, we'll be doing at least 2 days a week, but hopefully more. Unfortunately, no mods released yesterday, so everything that we've still got is from Thursday. Still some very, very cool stuff on there, and I think plenty to get us through the weekend. Same story goes for FS22 as well. We should still see mods at least for the next week or 2 in Farm Sim 22. However, that is definitely going to be dying down, especially once we get towards the end of the year. And hey, if you missed these 2 jabronis yesterday chatting it up about patch 1.4 and everything that it brought and everything that it changed and things like that, hey, go check that out. Farm Sim Show. We've been pretty good about doing it weekly. However, this coming week, next week, I believe the 20th, probably won't be doing it then. Might have something pre-recorded for you or something like that. Otherwise, no show this next week other than that. So hey, check it out. We had a lot of fun. That's your quick roundup of the top stories. Now, let's jump over to modern news. And we are going to start with Michigan Farming Maps, aka Taylor Farms. They are the creator of many, many fun maps in Farming Simulator 22, including first one they're bringing to 25, Frankenmuth farming map. We did get an update on this about 6 days ago saying that they've updated the map with trees, sell points, farmyards, some decorations have been done, and of course ditches in the map that everybody loves. Those are really good for bouncing off of with a dirt bike and getting some serious air. Can't wait to do that. They also say that progress is coming along, but a bit slow as they're still relearning and troubleshooting the changes that Giants have made to the game. They also say that the roads are done differently in this version and adds a bit more roughness to the roads for a bit more of a Michigan road feel. We also get to see some screenshots from the map, which looks so cool. I'm so excited. You can see multiple different farms around here. We could see 3 farms set up. I do believe things are going to be pretty similar to the way we saw them in FS22. This map kind of came out of nowhere, stole everybody's hearts, and just took it away. It was so much fun. Unfortunately, I never really did much with it. I did a couple live streams with Frankenmuth farming map, but not really that much. It would be nice to kind of get back into it and have some more fun with the map. It also got tons of updates. Some maps get 1 or 2 updates. This got quite a few. So here you can see our 9R just driving around the map. Here's the water in the roads, which looks great, and the twister, of course. Now that's not all, because they also got the sugar beet piler that they added in one of the updates, converted over to FS25, and it is in the map working as intended. They say it works exactly like it did in FS22, so if you know how that worked, you're good to go. Now, this is not something that I personally messed around with, but we do get to see it in game at the very least. Looking good. Check that out. Oh, it's awesome. Lastly, 2 days ago, they released a statement talking about some crop growth and crops on the map. They say it appears that mod maps can't alter crop growth calendar, add new crops, alter base game crops without duplicating the growth calendar in the game. They also say that bells are also an issue. If you edit the bell XML for adding alfalfa bells and different net wrap textures for those bells, it removes the bells that you can buy from the store. This is going to be kind of difficult, I think, for modders to get around. There could also be some misconceptions with the way things work. However, Taylor's pretty good at what they do, so it's normally, if they say something, it's probably true. Nonetheless, they are doing their best with Frankenmuth farming map, and they are coming along. If you'd like to check out more progress on this, check out Taylor Farms, link below. Next, let's talk about Black Sheep Modding and their new map. But this is the subsoiler. I like this too. This is in relation to something that they've teased over a month ago, back in November. And friend of the channel, Zero, I still don't know how to say his channel name, but he's awesome. He's so cool. He did a full video showing off some information and things like that a couple weeks ago on their map. And today we've got 4 screenshots to show you guys. These are thanks to Zero, so appreciate him sending these over to show you guys. The Pichonniere Valley, I think is what it's called. Anyway, this is one of the screenshots around the farm itself. We've also got one from way up high, so you can kind of see everything that's going to be going on the farm. Now, Black Sheep Modding generally make French-inspired maps because they are French. So that is going to be kind of the things that you're going to see here. Here's another bit of a close-up on the areas. This is kind of towards the back left side, and one that's just absolutely picturesque and perfect. Now, these do look like they've been modified in some way. Of course, they've been sent around to different content creators, so there's also probably some information lost there. I don't know what the resolution of these is. I'm doing this in 4K. Who knows? Nonetheless, I want to thank them, BSM, and Zyra for sending these over to show you guys. Super awesome. Next up, let's talk about Mr. Hector, who's the creator of the map Carpathian Countryside. It is coming back. He's already working on mods for FS25. This was as of 6 days ago. They say some of this was already submitted to Mod Hub. We don't know what those are. However, they say they're especially working hard on Carpathian Countryside since Giant's Editor was released a few weeks ago. With the map, they've started from the ground up, and it's the basis of the terrain textures. We've also got some comparison pictures between FS25 and 22 in the same areas. You can see FS25's at the top. The 22 version is down at the bottom. Grass is a big difference. A lot of this stuff's probably visual from game to game. However, it is really cool to see the differences here. And here's the thing. You may like the way the FS22 looks better than the 25. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Here, I think they're just different. I do like the grass texture of 22. I miss it a little bit, not gonna lie, but there's things that look great otherwise as well. So there's through there, but this is not all we've got, because he dropped a massive setup of more comparison shots of the road system. Mr. Hector says, among with many other parts that are getting reworked for the map and improvements on the map, the roadways and pathways. Roads are being completely redone for it. Kind of have to be, because roads are different now. Not only the textures, but the roads are no longer present as standalone objects. As we know, one of my favorite features of FS22, this is a new technique. He also says it brings a lot of new possibilities and also much easier road making and decal usage to make everything look much better than it ever did before. We've got quite a few different comparisons here, so you can definitely see the differences between FS22 and 25, with 25 being at the top here. Much different. Way much different. I'm especially loving how the roads just follow the terrain. It's so much different. It's so much better. I think it allows for modders to be able to utilize different tools and things like that much better. I mean, look at this, just the sidewalk difference between the two of these. Super cool. Hey, if you guys want to see more, check out Mr. Hector. Next up, Caston18, who says the materials are converted, at least in terms of their 6-cylinder. The Zetor 6-cylinder, they say they'll save for later. Errors still need to be corrected, and then these can be sent off. This was done 5 days ago, and the tractors are looking fantastic. If you're curious, this is the Zetor UR2 Pack, which was an all-platform mod back in Farming Simulator 22, which is great news. This is being shown off at the store, I believe, on Zilonka, and we get to see a couple different versions of each tractor and some different customization options which are being presented. These were super popular. Pretty much everything that Caston18 does is popular anyway, but if you guys want to get a closer look at this, you know what to do. Check them out, linked down below. This is the background for a computer, man. I need to say this is my background. This is so beautiful. Next, let's talk about Holst FS and their Lizard F10 series. Now, these are based off of a Ford, I believe. At least they give me those vibes. Was there a Ford F10? I'm not quite sure. But anyway, they have shared quite a few screenshots over the last week or so, just showing it off. This one might be one of the best ones. This is actually one that they set the background for the Facebook ad. Looking great. Yeah, I mean, that's a Ford, right? Come on. We also get to see many different customization options. This is a mod that was released for all platforms in FS22, and I don't think it was released that long ago. So if you guys want to go check that out, if you're playing FS22 still, definitely go do that. You don't have to wait for it to come out in 25. We also get to see it here with a couple different setups for front loaders. Now, I don't believe these are going to be quite American style setups. However, you can customize the tractor to be such. Unfortunately, Holst FS does not share any information. Usually, whenever they make posts, they just kind of share the picture. which is all right. And again, if you're an FS22, this is what you're going to be looking for, the Lizard F10 Series. That's not all, because Farm Central also shared this, their new Holland TL line for FS25. Here's the TL75 or 7.5T. I'm not quite sure. I can't read it. It's so far away. It's so little itty bitty down there. Nonetheless, here we've got a couple different versions of one with what looks to be wide tires around towards the back and one with duals. Now, this is a South American setup. However, I do believe we'll probably have some extra wheel setups to go along with this. They also shared this screenshot as well, showing off that we'll be getting some extra stuff for doing rice and that type of thing. Very cool that we're getting these extra setups. A lot of this stuff, though, was really fun, and we had different rice setups for wheels and tires and things like that. Back in Farm Sim 22, there were very few options for us to actually utilize them. Now, be used on any map. It's awesome. Very, very cool. Great job, Farm Central Soul. Love you guys. All right, now yesterday we talked about Agritono. However, I forgot this, which may have been the most important screenshot out of everything that they shared. This guy right here, that is the grill of their Silverado. Oh, here's the big thing though. There's no information. There's nothing. They just give like a shh emoji with it. And other than that, it just kind of is what it is. Now, this is definitely a mod that a lot of people wanted them to bring back, and it looks like it's happening. So this is good news. Although I will say Agritono does take a while with their mods, so I don't know how long it's going to take for this. Hopefully it's not a complete rebuild. Maybe they'll just get it out and then maybe do another mod later on down the road. We also talked about their Lizard TRA 500 yesterday, so if you missed any of that, go check out that news video. Next up, we've got an update from 82 Studio. Not one, but 3 of their mods for Farming Simulator. I say that because it's different games. So as far as FS22 goes, here at the bottom, you can see that we've got their TLX Phantom series. This is for FS22. Testing has been a PC for 4 days. This was added 17 hours before I'm recording this video, probably about 20 hours before the release. So therefore, I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm sure that it's probably failed once. I don't know how long the testing is for FS22 right now. It's just not something that I've paid a lot of attention to. Plus, now that we don't have the testing list, hey, who knows? Also, we have the Global Goods Transport pallet up at the top left, and on the top right, we have their multi-fruit filling station or multi-fruit buying station. I actually have this, and I'll have a preview of it coming out hopefully soon, so stay tuned for that, but both of those are pending with Giants right now. Additionally, Slush's Modding's Peterbilt, or Lizard, we're just going to call it Lizard because that's what it is, the 379 has been submitted for FS25 for all platforms. Most of the time their stuff goes through the first time. The mods are fairly simple, although they are quite beautiful, so I expect to see this one extremely soon. They say for FS22 they don't have any more mods or updates planned. They will now only work on mods for FS25. So heads up there, and we get to see it right here looking good. You got some logos on the bottom, which looks really nice. Pulling Wilson, is that the pace setter right there? Great trailer. And a pretty epic truck. This came out not too long ago for Farming Simulator 22. So the good thing is it's heading over relatively quickly to Farm Sim 25. I don't think we've had any modded semi-trucks yet in FS25, so this could be our first one that we see. Not a bad one to start with, is it? Yeah, let's go. Also, I will say I'm noticing that they have shown this off as the Peterbilt, so we'll have to kind of wait and see what happens. I believe that says Lizard, though. Yesterday, we talked about BC Bueller modding up the International CV series, and today, well, we get to talk a little bit about Gamer Designs who have done it as well. I think he may have been having a little bit too much fun with this, although they have done a really good job. There's also credits to Roughneck Modding Crew as well. It's pretty cool that you can put the chainsaw on the back. That's awesome. If you guys want to check this out, I will leave a link to this video down below. Now, here's the one thing about this. They haven't said anything about this being an all-platform mod or anything like that. I haven't seen anyone commenting on that, so I don't know, but at least wanted to make you aware that something exists just in case. Hey, next up, we got HR Forest and a little something fun. Their Kesla Forest Pack. So this is going to include the Kesla Polter Plier storage for crane for 3-point front loader. Sounds like a really bad Amazon listing. You also have the crane with the Pro G26 as well as the 18RH harvester head and a tow truck 144 ND. So really interesting there. Don't know a whole lot about logging machines, but these look obviously like cranes that will hook up to a 3-point, which is actually nice. If you're trying to get into logging, I doubt that this is going to be doing much in the way of harvesting or lifting logs, but at least it's there. I also love the support legs that are logs. Here's a nice little grapple. Looks like it's going to hook up via 3-point. You'll be able to grab onto stuff. And then here we get to see the trailer, whether that be a forwarder or whether it be a forwarder with a crane on it. Got some neat stuff coming for loggers. Kamilos 0397's got a couple goodies for us. One is the DjGoHam Modulo 2. Looks like a 6,000 liter tanker. So this is very nice to see. And then we also have some of my favorites, the K-branded Axis spreaders. I love modifying these and making them hold like 1,000,000 liters and stuff like that. These are so much fun to play with, and I actually love the way that these look. So these are coming back and should be for all platforms. Kamilos releases almost everything for all platforms. Ada Modding's got a slew of mods that he's working on, one of which is the Duffelsdorf Big Bag Lifter. So hey, looking for a big bag lifter, should have something soon from him, and also strappable, as you can see here. Also, about 11 days ago, he submitted the Carina 6000. This is a mod that he's made, the Carina version as well as the Lizard version. Now, I don't know if the Lizard version is with Giants yet or not. However, you can see right here, testing it out. I believe this is the PC-only version. Parts and V3's got something kind of interesting. This is a rain gauge. So, during the rain, water shows itself inside of the rain gauge and gets wet and then disappears in the winter. It'll make your weather forecast more accurate. This is kind of neat. Now, it says it disappears in the winter, so I'm assuming it just goes away. Maybe it's a placeable that changes with everything. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. However, that is pretty cool. Now, there is something that we already have in the game that allows the weather forecast to be a little bit better. Base game kind of beeps and stuff in the background. I can't remember what it's called. It's very annoying. Nonetheless, I imagine that's probably using the same code. They've just made it look different and do something different. This may be perfect for you. And lastly, for this one, of course, we had to end it with Ikas. I mean, come on. They say still waiting for testing is the Midwest shop. And they also say, did you check out the cold storage? You can do that. So we get a little bit of the preview right there on the side. And then we've got this as well. Now, I did a preview video of all of the sheds that he's got coming like a week or two ago. Yeah, I thought it was a while ago. Here it is, the 3-star shed, garage, and Midwest shop from Ikas. So definitely go check that out if you want to see everything that he's got heading our way. And make sure to check out this self-aware segue to the outro to see nothing heading our way. We've been here, fam. Just like every episode of Farm Sim News, links to everything we talked about today can be found down below in the description. Remember, there's no release dates for mods, so no one knows when any mod's going to be released. And if you like this video, check out the Farm Sim News playlist for all the latest news and top stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator. And that is it. Feels weird to be doing multiple Farm Sim News videos in the week, but hey, we are getting back into it. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like on it, get subscribed if you're new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check that notification bell as well. That way, the next time I release a news video, you're the first one to know about it. All being said, have a great day. Have an awesome weekend. I'll see you later. Peace. So, did anybody have Saturday news video on their bingo card? If you did, you win! Bingo!